Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to the Bible Bistro. Come on in, sit down. It's a good time today. We are looking at 39 and 40, Psalm 18. This is, by the way, Daily Dose Radio, studying the Psalms verse by verse. 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's all we ask. We're looking at Psalm 18 we've been here now nearly a month, and we'll have the last section next week. So join me next week for 41 through 50. One of the things that I failed to mention yesterday that I should have, and I'll apologize that I didn't mention it, it just caught my eye at the very end, and I thought, I'll save that for today, is verse 38, they will fall under my feet. Do you notice how the foot has been prominent in this section of Psalm 18? We go all the way back up to verse 33. He has set my feet like hinds' feet. And then in verse 36, so that my ankles do not slip. And then we have here in 38, they will fall under my feet. So God has set his feet. And remember, we talked about that mountain goat on that little bitty precipice on the side of a sheer mountain cliff. God did that for him. He set him in a secure place. Even though maybe to him and to the rest of humanity it looked like he was on the edge, but really God had put a broad place under him. Remember that in 36, you have enlarged my steps under me. He was safe. God had set him there. God had put him in a place of security, even though to everyone else, and maybe even to David, it looked like a place of insecurity. And then we have 38, the enemies are falling under those same feet. Well, that really makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? God had set him in a secure place. Therefore, where do the enemies belong? Well, they don't belong beside him or over him or on him or defeating him, because if God has set him in a secure place, enlarged his steps under him so that he won't slip, then who has to slip? The enemy has to slip. And so David says, I'm going to pursue them, I'll overtake them, I will smite them, they will not be able to rise up, they will fall under my feet, those secured, set, enlarged feet. That's a beautiful passage there. And then yesterday at the end, I teased you with the question, why is David able to pursue his enemies, overtake them, smite them, so that they fall under his feet? Why is that happening? Well, notice 39 and 40 give us that answer. Let me read those for you. You will gird me with valor for battle. You have bowed down under me those who rose up against me. You have given me the necks of my enemies, and those that hate me I will annihilate. No, and I said it wrong again. He bowed down those. So that there in 39, you will gird me with valor for battle. You have bowed down under me. So that idea that God had bowed the heavens and came down, okay, that strength of his might that he was able to bow that firmament that he made so that he could condescend to man, and that condescension makes us great. Well, here he comes bowing under David, those that rose up against him. It wasn't David that did this. It was God that did this. Why? You will gird me with valor for battle. Remember, we've already had that word gird once, haven't we? Actually, we've had that phrase, gird me with valor. In 32, God girds me with valor, so he gives my way perfection. Here, gird me with valor for battle. That's what he's doing, girding him with valor for battle, bowing under him those who rose up. So this is the work of the Lord. And notice 40, you have given me the necks of my enemies, and those that hate me will I annihilate. So again, who's this battle against? This is against that sin, that evil one, that tempter. This is against that kind of thing that keeps us away from the holiness of God. Join me again next time, and we'll look at verses 41 through 50 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.